So there is another tool I want to show to everyone for today to begin with. This is one that I am absolutely in love with right now. It's called HeyPi. HeyPi uses a lot of psychology techniques to help you um, connect with yourself and connect with others. And it just helps you vet your own ideas and think them through, look for cognitive distortions. For instance, let's address one that's a cognitive distortion of mine that I am currently working out. Um, I was recommended to read the book Thou Shalt Prosper. I saw the first commandment and saw my own um, belief system getting in the way of progress. As the way this author sees it, the Jewish people prosper because they have fundamentally different mindset about business. An American, a Westerner, will say, I will work my whole life and then give my gift to the world. Meaning, like, you'll work, you'll save up, and then you'll provide your value to everyone. However, the Jewish people believe that their business is their gift. I need to fix my hair. Their gift to the world. And this is where I'm changing my mindset. I'm making it so commerce is how I supply value. If you look, for instance, of how this is something that was pointed out to me very early on, right after I finished my MBA, I realized that I wanted to get a PhD, but I realized that education is not the means of getting a quote unquote PhD. As an autodidact, I've learned PhD level material on everything from neuroscience to social psychology to applied behavioral economics. Yeah. And what you realize is that you can self-teach these things, and the degree or many of the classes are fluffy and they're a waste of time and effort to learn the key material necessary to be valuable and effective. Right here, for instance, the Jewish people believe that their business is their way of giving their gift to the world. So what that means is you have to fundamentally say, I cannot provide anything unless I'm doing it through commerce. And you have to do that. Like, look at Steve Jobs, for instance. Steve Jobs had you pay a premium, but you got a premium product, and everyone wants the premium product, so you need to become the premium product. I I would like to use this as context to uncover my own cognitive distortions. My own, well, let's be more generic, self-limiting belief regarding the morality of money, which this is a huge thing we see in a lot of self-help books. Look what it does. By the way, you can do this on your phone. It has AI voiceover that is phenomenal. Look, you're referring to the book, Thou Shalt Prosper, 10 Commandments, Making Money, Rabbit. Sounds like you're really connected with the premise of different belief systems and how they impact and perceive money relationships with it. Hoping to challenge your own beliefs and assumptions of money, perhaps develop about it. Yes. Will you help me uncover these issues? See, so this is where it's going to get a little bit personal, and I want to go into this on my own with it. But this is how you do this process. Instead of working with a therapist, okay? Now, this isn't to say you shouldn't work with a coach or a therapist, but my God, why don't you save them and yourself a ton of time and develop out who you are and actually hit your boundaries where you can't develop, where you can't actually push through. And then that's when you consult with experts, people that are better than HeyPi, people that are better than you. And if you find you're not able to break through things at all, then why? you've got to start asking those questions. I think Tony Robbins put it really well, that the key thing holding a lot of people back from progress is unexamined limiting beliefs. Awareness, according to Levi McPherson, an acquaintance and becoming friend, a deep friend of mine, someone I very much value, points out that as he has spent years and years trying to understand behavior and how people make decisions, and he's excellent in understanding these whole ideas of sales and marketing. He looks at what causes a business to change because, as you know, some of the biggest hurdles to moving a business needle forward are the education barriers, are the assumptions and negative beliefs. And I think really he's honestly identified the best ways to do this, and it's to address cognitive dissonance. It is to bring people's attention in a willing environment. You have to create a safe environment where you can connect with the person, and you have to connect with them on different levels. And he does this naturally and expertly. But for me, who's very analytical minded, simultaneously someone who really enjoys connecting with people, despite the fact that I'm very much what I am, and I don't even know the proper terminology you utilize for that, without sounding egotistical or arrogant. I'm just a polymath. I'm an intellectual. I'm an autodidact. And this oftentimes alienates people from me because I utilize jargon and terminology that's outside of their grasp. And what I try to illustrate to people to no avail is that this is just jargon. These are just terms and words. I utilize them because they provide a way to succinctly describe a certain situation in context and provide meaning. For instance, think of Jordan Peterson as probably the perfect example for this. He is very precise with his language. I think that you can go to the ideas in physics, precision and accuracy. If you're familiar with the two terms, then awesome. If you're not, accuracy is how close do you get to the target, and precision is how consistently do you hit the same location. So what you want to do is you want to build up your accuracy, which is your target. And then you want to have a precision, which means you're orbiting that target consistently. So there's that.